Carrie Rittenauer with my Week 2 project. This is the Fruit Database Screencast. I started off by creating my Fruits PHP file. I established my database connection using my root username and password. I then established a PDO and DSN connection to the database. Next, we get the post values for the fruit name and the fruit color and insert them into the database using the statements and the prepare. Then we bind the variables to the database and execute. Next came my HTML, and I set up my form first, and then I added a table for displaying the results. Next, I started the second part of the PHP where we would read everything from the database by the fruit ID, and that we would fetch everything from the database and then loop through the table and display all the results using a for each loop. I have my style sheet here, some styles, and then I have my delete fruit section, PHP. I again established my database connection and the PDO and DSM. Then I grabbed all the requested fruit IDs and recorded the IDs where the ID was equal. And then I used a prepare statement to delete the fruit by the ID name. Then you get redirected back to the Fruits PHP page. And then you exit the process by using die. So if we go over to the database, you'll see that we have the ID, fruit name, and fruit color, and the required attributes for each. Right now there's currently no content, so we will go over to the application, and this is application, pretty basic, and we're going to add a fruit name. So we're going to start with apple. We're going to do red, hit submit, and then you'll see that it shows up over here with the ID, name, the color, and then you have an action of deleting it. Next we will do pineapple, yellow, and then we will do an orange, which is orange. And let's add one more fruit. Let's do a grapes and purple. And you can see here that if you do not enter a fruit name, but you enter a color, you're going to get a required field. And same thing here, if you enter this and no color, you're going to get an error also. So now we're going to go back over to the database, take a look. We have all of our entries here. So if we go back over and we want to delete any of these entries, let's say we want to delete the orange, just select delete, automatically repopulates, go back over to the database, take a look, and it's deleted. So if we wanted to add in another fruit, let's say grapefruit, and it's kind of a yellow color, and you can see it picks up the very next ID, so it doesn't duplicate the IDs either. And if you go back over, you can see that it also updated in the database. And that was about it. It was pretty easy. I actually enjoyed this one and was happy to know that everything worked the way it was supposed to. Thank you.